Due to the quality of me not having an income and having very slow internet, we have decided to put Grok away because otherwise I'm going to snap. So here's my proposal for a job application. Not really, just for shits and giggles. You're going to need to have a garden if you're going to go to Mars, Elon. So as you're progressing to make the trip there, all this time is being spent not doing what you're going to have to do eventually, make a garden. Otherwise, we ain't going to have no food, right? But you have 27 times more microwave or radiation there compared to here. That's going to be a big problem for growing. Steve McQueen, you can type in something like EMF effects on plants. It's going to be a huge issue. Or you could set up another company. And upon doing that, we could eradicate the homeless. Set up like a little piggy bank, 50 cents. People can throw in times your followers. That's a lot of free food for us. And, you could probably get companies to chime in too and be like, hey, I want it. And they can buy one of your robots to do some work. Hopefully corded with no microwave radiation. You can go see the experiment that children did with a router, just to give you an idea of what levels we're looking at for damaging seeds. And it could be a lot lower than that. So I was thinking a spring coil within a coil within a coil within a coil. Coil. Because 27 times more microwave radiation, you're really going to have to bump it up. Now, the ones you make for the ones here don't have to have the special shielding that you're going to need for over there. But the compactness of a coil, shrink down, tightened up for packing for delivery, is key. And fast setup, right? So the actual greenhouse itself, the one outer layer for air, or your case, shielding. So you have that one, another one, and maybe another bigger one for down here, and another one over that. So the larger one over the actual greenhouse will be male, female, for all the homeless. They've been living in tents for a long time. You give them a place where they can be warm or cool for free, benefit right there. So the outer one, to keep, an airspace in between where the homeless are, that one needs to be as big as it can be for each individual to have a 20 by 20. So they have a 20 by 20 and 10 by 10 can be used for growing cannabis for each one of them. And I just thought of this. You could set up all the sensors for it through AI, and they wouldn't have to even do anything. You could just look at it. I have data for my plants, and I have a video recording from beginning to end, and I know exactly how much water it took for what temperature and everything. Information's good. Now, let's look at the value of that. Even at the worst case scenario, is a pound and a half for a 5 by 5, 2 feet deep. during flower flip. That's what you should yield. So that's 3 pounds. 500 a pound, six, eight, 1250, 2 grand, 3 grand, all depending on what you grow. Now with the amount of homeless, I did it for 1 million. And there are so many different strains out there that the possibilities are endless. And if you did this, if you did this, Elon, you would dominate the industry immediately because you have no overhead because Free Food Forest is paid by your followers or whatever. But look at it this way. You're able to grow 14-week, 20-week flowering times that none of the dispensaries are going to do. They're just not going to waste their time doing it. That's where the medicine is at. Anything over 10 weeks, that's where it's at. That's where the legs are at. That's where you get people that come off other drugs. That is where it has always been. We're not even talking about the center garden. That center garden could be used for different strains, breeding, whatever. If you could get a grant seeing that they just reclassified cannabis, you could start up a cannabis research company. You could very easily. And why not? Fuel. Yeah, I'm thinking so. If you ever did dabs, yeah, that could be used for fuel. Easy. Now, let's look at it this way. 1 million, and if they get 3 pounds per light, which is doable, 3 pounds is doable. Check out oh god, it's been a while. Blue. It'll come to me. But you can just type in 3 pound yielding cannabis 5x5. You should be able to find it. Well, you could start up a lighting company that doesn't produce EMF. That would be a plus, and have a better spectrum. Talk to me. Or Dr. I can't even think of it. Dr. I was going to say Dr. Green Thumb, but that's not it. But you get the idea, right? Seeds, 200 a 10 pack. Clones, 20, 1250 if you buy a lot. I mean, you could see the amount of money. Now, let's look at the amount of food. If you turn those all into seeds, that's a lot of protein, omega-3. Jack Herer, he wrote a book, and there's a documentary, Emperor Wears Some Clothes. It has all the nutrition that the human body needs, aka gruel. That's what gruel was, a seed type of soup or whatever. But yeah, hemp seed. If you ever had hemp butter, post down below, because that is not that bad. You throw a little bit of honey in there, you got something working there. How about replenishing farmland with it? Or how about giving back the birds their seeds? Just think about this. After ripping that plant out, we ripped out a food source for thousands and thousands of animals. What an impact to this place just by removing one plant. We should really look at that. Well, that's all my time. We're almost at our 10-minute mark, but you get the idea, right? We could change this place very easily with 50 cents. That's a one time. Just think if we did it for a whole year, it'd be like, oh, it's Friday. We could throw 50 cents in. I mean, you can make it exciting, right? Make bells and whistles on it. I don't know, make it do something, make you dance. I don't know.